Hi, and welcome back to another one of my reviews. Today, I'm going to review Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Now, I want to go on record as to say I don't consider Disney canon as canon at all. Not canon to George Lucas's canon. I find some things likable about Disney canon, but it's not real Star Wars. Rogue One is one of those, but it has major continuity errors and problems. One of them being relying too much on cameos, the lore breaking with Tauntaun 4. It also felt like a generic, boring Star Wars film. Like Coca-Cola versus Weiss Cola. Sure, it's pretty good and a lot of the ingredients are there, but it just doesn't taste the same. The only difference is I like generic cola. Don't get me wrong, this film has its moments, but it's just not hitting the bar as a good Star Wars film. One of the best scenes, I will admit, is the Darth Vader hallway scene, even though it breaks canon. Let me explain. Darth Vader had to tell Leia that several transmissions were beamed to the ship by rebel spies. Leia had to lie that the Death Star plans were even on board the ship. For Leia to need to lie that the Death Star plans were on board that indicates that Vader didn't know that the Death Star plans at first were there, and that Leia could easily tell him that they weren't. But in this, it's clear that the Death Star plans he saw were on board the ship, and she would probably know that, no reason for her to lie. That, and they were clearly in the middle of the battle on Scarif that stole the Death Star plans, so it'd be kind of hard for her to say that she was on a diplomatic mission to Alderaan. I also gotta point out something the Nostalgia Critic pointed out. They try to get you emotionally invested, but then take away that investment by pulling back some of the characters' emotions. But that's just probably the director Gareth Edwards' directing style. There was also too much planet jumping all the time. If you like Rogue One, I do a little. I just don't consider it what happened. I'd rather read the EU. And the ideas for Underworld. Anyway, bye for now.